Hey everybody, it's TP. Uh, I unfortunately, due to high winds and my crazy work schedule this week, I don't have a video. But I decided that I'm gonna fix my leaf blower. You know the one I hate, the one I absolutely hate. But we're gonna get that fixed. So the problem with this thing is it blows good and everything. There's a short in it, uh, so it runs bad, and it also leaves it shocks real bad the handle. So if you notice, I always wear gloves when I'm using this because this thing lights you up. I don't know why I've not fixed it yet. I've been wanting to buy a new one, but just money's tight. I've spent a lot of money on my free mowing, so I'm not going to be able to spend a lot of money on a leaf blower right now. So we're going to fix this, and this thing will, as much as I hate it, well, I might like it if it ain't shocking me. So hopefully we get that thing fixed. And I believe what it is it's got the kill switch right there. And I believe it's shorting out across the spark plug because it's leaving a pretty good jolt on you, but it will zap you. But what I'm going to probably do is just disconnect that. I don't know what I need. I don't know if it needs a new wiring harness or not, but I'm going to just end up disconnecting that for now because I can kill it with the choke. So we're going to just do that, and hopefully that'll fix it. So y'all kick back, y'all sit back. Sorry I don't have no mowing video. I know this probably ain't gonna get a lot of views, but hopefully it'll give you something to watch, and maybe we can make some progress with this. And so for next week, but until then, we're gonna get started on this. So, like I always say, let's get to work. All right, guys. I'm gonna get started on this. Maybe you can learn something. I'm a mechanic by trade. I just decided to give that up a few years ago. Just got kind of burned out on it. Same stuff over and over. But so we're gonna tear into this, and hopefully we can get this thing fixed. My battery's dead. Now it ain't. There it goes. So what I believe they've done here is this wire. I don't know if you can see it for the kill switch. It's really not a real thick wire. Yeah, I'm not liking that at all. So, but I'm believing I found two cuts in this thing. So what I'm going to do is try to cover that up a little bit, and hopefully it'll probably be solved. Actually, that switch don't even work. I may just completely bypass this altogether. So all right, we're taking this back cover off. Hopefully to find that wire that's shorting out on us. Dump all them screws. Okay, so we basically got this thing tore down, and the problem I'm having is this wire right here. It's shorting out, and I can see why. So we're going to take it. I'm just going to take this wire off. It's just for the kill switch, and I can kill it with the choke. So let's just be done with it. And you don't want to over tighten these bolts and stuff. You end up stripping them out, and then you'll have to end up tapping these things out. And I mean, I can do that, but it's kind of it's definitely a hassle. So now we can put this thing back together. Kind of snug him up until we get all the screws dropped in there. Wind back up with this plastic housing here. You don't want to over tighten these screws because it will strip them out, and then once you get that, you're kind of trying to halfway do something. Put it on. Where it is. So I did, I completely removed that kill switch, but I'm actually I'll put the switch back in just so we don't, like I say, we don't have the opening for just dirt to get in there and gum it up. Alright, you gotta make sure you got everything lined there, put back where it goes. I forgot to run that throttle cable back in there. Screws loose here, just so I can get that. Just so I can get that throttle cable back in there. forgot that throttle cable right there. And pull this thing back off. Something ain't lining up right. All right, so my throttle's not pulling it like it should, so gotta make sure I got all that strung in there right, because I don't want to break it. So we can pull that back off real quick and see what we got going on here. Okay. So I'm not a big fan of that, but it looked, you can see it looked like it should have hooked up into that, but it don't. So it actually just goes down into there like so, and then that goes over top of it. So yeah. It's definitely a trial and error, so you gotta, sometimes you gotta take stuff apart, so that's just part of it, I guess. Just don't get discouraged though if you get to pull something back apart. Sometimes that's just how it is. Don't want to over tighten these screws because it is a little plastic housing, and just snug them up a little bit. All right, now we see if this thing works. See if this thing electrocutes me again, but cold natured. All right, now that I got this office full of gas fumes, I believe we're going to get to go. So just make sure you don't be firing this stuff up inside because it's actually not good. But that's all I got. So hopefully we can put this thing to the test next day we got this good to work in. So, but until then, I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe. That's going to help me with my free mowing. Check out my storefront if you want to buy some cool merch, man. I've got shirts. I've got all kinds of stuff. So y'all check that out. And we'll see you on the next one. TP out.